Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 20 hardest modern bosses.
Darkness.
For this list, we're only looking at bosses from the 7th console generation onwards, roughly 2005 to the present day. Let us know in the comments which boss you found the most challenging. Number 20. Terramorphous the Invincible, Borderlands 2. You definitely don't want to face Terramorphous solo. In fact, anything less than a full party of 4 is likely a death sentence. The quest is called You Will Die, seriously. And it lives up to the name. Only opening up when you finished Borderlands 2's story, this boss is designed to be taken on at the very end of the game when you're at the max level possible. Going in any earlier makes you either very brave or very stupid, or maybe both. Before facing Terramorphous, you'll want to invest in a lot of upgrades to increase your ammo capacity, get the best equipment you can find, and perhaps even lower the difficulty. But above all, do not go it alone. Number 19. Icon of Sin, Doom Eternal. By the end of the game, only one thing stands between the Doomslayer and his mission to save Earth from total annihilation. That thing is the Icon of Sin, a being summoned to consume humanity in the finale. The Icon has a wide range of damaging attacks it can use to smite you. You need to be fast on your feet to avoid both this fearsome creature and the seemingly endless enemies that it spawns. Between killing low-level enemies for health and ammo drops, and trying to knock off the Icon's armor, there's a lot going on. It will probably take you quite a few attempts to get a handle on what the hell is happening in this chaotic conclusion, let alone conquer the Icon. Number 18. Bolos, Cave Story. Sealed away underground, Bolos reveals himself to be the true antagonist of Cave Story and the final boss for Quote and his friends to defeat. You'll only encounter Bolos if you're on track for the game's best ending, traveling to Hell itself. Bolos is an ominous figure even when you first meet him, but he's got a variety of forms for you to go through, and each form is freakier than the last one. Beating him is an art. You'll have had to master the game's controls and perfected your attacks to avoid getting caught by his flying eyeballs and land hits on your own. But first, you'll want to have found all the best weapons. Number 17. Senator Armstrong, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
How the hell did you get elected?
Well, I don't write my own speeches.
The senator from Texas has the floor, and he's going to use that floor to absolutely destroy Raiden and anyone else naive enough to take him on without a solid strategy. Armstrong is a politician on a mission to seize control of America, but not satisfied with working behind a desk, he's also used advanced nanotechnology to make himself a physical powerhouse. The fight isn't made any easier by the tricky battle arena. Your fight begins in a small area surrounded by invisible walls. Armstrong is just as difficult for Raiden to beat narratively as it is for you. Combined with the total lack of checkpoints, he's sure to stop you in your tracks.
You carve your own path. Use whatever methods you see fit.
Number 16. Morgan Freeman, South Park: The Fractured But Whole.
You're digging your own grave, kid.
Morgan Freeman is without a doubt the hardest boss in the game, but luckily, he's also an optional one. Unfortunately, if you're looking to win that illustrious Farts Over Freckles trophy, you're going to have to brave this boss fight at some point or another. But we really don't recommend trying to fight Mr. Freeman until you've beaten the game and your character is upgraded to the max, because he starts off with 9,999 hit points and has a powerful fart attack that can kill any of your party members instantly. Also, in the second phase of the fight, he has twice the number of turns as the first. You're going to need a whole lot of healing potions and double the amount of patience to survive this battle.
Ow. Put those tools away before I shove them up your ass.
Number 15. Mr. X, Super Tyrant, Resident Evil 2. There are a few things that make this battle frustratingly hard, but none more so than Mr. X's instant kill charge attack. If you're low on ammo at this point, the fight is basically impossible, as you have to stagger Mr. X with a shot to the heart while he's charging up to lunge at you. And it's likely that you will be low on ammo at this point because most of the fight has you unloading bullets into the monster's heart, which is pretty small and easily missed. Then there's the issue of the platform itself and how small it is compared to the enormity of the boss. Not to mention his decent speed, long reach, and powerful regular attacks. Aim, shoot, don't miss. Number 14, Sephiroth, Kingdom Hearts 2.
I see. So that's a Keyblade.
Oh, I remember this one like it was yesterday. One of the most iconic Final Fantasy villains of all time, Sephiroth was inevitably going to show up in Kingdom Hearts eventually. But rather than introduce him as a big bad, he's instead an optional boss that Sora can avoid fighting, although he is part of the story. Considering Sephiroth is easily the most difficult boss in the entire game, boasting an insane amount of HP, only the worthiest of players will be able to face him and win. And he hasn't been made any easier to fight in his reappearances since the original Final Fantasy VII either. He's still a deadly match for Cloud in the 2020 remake. Number 13, The Nameless King, Dark Souls 3. You can't say you've truly beaten Dark Souls 3 until you take down the Nameless King and his deadly Stormdrake, King of the Storm. It's a fight that has made even the best and most popular players rage quit time and time again. Once you've killed the King's steed, it's time to go head to head with the Nameless King himself, who's just as powerful as his pet monster. Another dual fight that can be a chore is the Ornstein and Smough boss in the original game. Just like the Nameless King will absorb the electrical damage on the dragon, Ornstein and Smough will take one another's powers depending on who you kill first. Number 12, Extreme Behemoth, Monster Hunter World. When a boss makes their entrance by coming crashing down from the heavens inside a meteorite, you know it's going to be a difficult kill. Taking the Extreme Behemoth down alone is possible, but certainly not advised. Unless you're an absolute pro, you'll want a group of friends with some very specific and balanced builds. It's no use